The second of a back-to-back between Rice and SMU from David B. Miller Court at Moody Coliseum in Dallas, Texas. My name's Chris Mycoskie, joined by Shanel Bramschreiber, the former Baylor student athlete, and Shanel, SMU with a victory in a tight affair last night, and now it really feels like a must-win for Rice already.
It was. Last night's match was all about seeing who was going to be 1 and 2 in conference, but tonight Rice is fighting to keep their tournament chances alive.
Well, Rice fed Danielle Courtley the ball a lot last night. She got 33 swings, ended up with 13 kills.
And those 13 kills are awesome, but she had a season high of 9 digs last night, contributing to their pride that they have in their defense. So she's stepping up for the Owls in the backcourt.
Gams Wheeler was named player of the match. 15 kills for her, also added 14 digs, her 5th double-double of the season.
She's also bringing so much value to their serve receive. She's been a really solid passer for them. No reception errors, so she's going to keep that up. That way they're able to get those kills.
Starting lineups are presented by UT Southwestern Medical Center, the official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Visit utswmed.org. Kaylin Kenobi making her return to Dallas this weekend. The SMU transfer now with the Rice Owls. 4 kills, 3 blocks last evening. Amelia Veska, the 3rd consecutive week for her on the American Honor Roll. For SMU, Celia Cohen with her 5th double-double of the season last night. 45 assists, 12 digs, while Emma Clothier added to her team lead in blocks. 6 more, now up to 76 on the season, as that SMU defense at the net shined last night. Sam Erger on the SMU bench, her 2nd season leading the Ponies after 8 years as an assistant at Baylor. 6 straight trips to the NCAA tournament with the Bears, and now edging closer and closer to leading the Mustangs to that promised land. Frazier sporting number 7 on her white SMU jersey today. Back to serve. To begin this one. Great crowd here for a pink-out game at Moody Coliseum. Rice swinging first. Satasha Kostelecki can't put it to the floor. Neither can Natalie Purdue. That's Amelia Veska. Wheeler kept it alive. Purdue trying to capitalize. Can't do it. Here's Courtley. Now set up by Uluave. Violation on the Mustangs. First point goes to the Owl, and now our keys to the match. They're presented by Sewell, obsessed with service since 1911, Shanel. SMU has played great in serve receive. In fact, best in the league, limiting their foes to just .65 per set. Rice ranked 5th in the American Athletic Conference at 1.15.
Yeah, I mean, that is the bread and butter of game. Whatever team can serve and pass the best is typically at the top charts of whatever conference that they're in. So taking pride in that is a daily thing you do in practice. You know, it might seem tedious and you're being redundant, but it's such a nitpicky skill that you have to be able to master in order to be the best of the best.
SMU has to shine in serve receive here. Again, they are the best in the conference in that category. Facing set points with Satasha Kostelecki behind the line. Cullen, quick set to Clothier. Mustangs stay alive.
And you know she is a seasoned player because, of course, you get a perfect pass. You're setting up Emma Clothier, your All-American, and then she knows that they don't have the bro in left back anymore. It's not their typical defender. So typically you have to predict that those middles are going to tip the ball, and they weren't ready for it.
Veska able to close out the set, knocking it off high hands. And the Owls go up 1-0. Here in Moody Coliseum as they try to split this weekend series against the Mustangs. The have lost 2 straight, falling at FAU last week and then to SMU last night. Trying to end that here on the Hilltop. 24-22 Mustangs. Courtley keeps set 2 going. Her 11th kill to lead the Owls.
You know, and that's exactly what happens there when you do get a good pass. You hold that middle blocker, even if it's just for a half second longer, it opens up another foot, 2 feet for that pin hitter to take a big swing at.
The USC transfer, Veska. SMU able to keep the point going as Frazier went flying into the SMU bench, but Rice wins the points.
Definitely just admire Frazier for the hustle there. She absolutely bodied that chair over on the sideline, but as she's coming back, you know, you got to give Darby Harris the credit. Super smart play, putting it where her base typically is, knowing that she's still hustling back.
24 all. We will go to extras here in set 2. Veska with strength, but Purdue is there. And Jams knocking it down for her 12th kill.
You know, those quality digs is exactly what they need right there. Natalie Purdue putting a high ball up for Celia Cullen to get a tempo set to the outside to Jams Wheeler, taking a hard rip at it. Now they're up 1 and looking to close out.
Cullen on service. Mustangs 25-24. And the Mustangs take set 2 on the Cullen ace.
And you just gotta love the reaction from both Cullen and her team there. Everybody's super stoked, excited, welcoming her back over on where they started. This is gonna be great energy for them to come out in set 3 with for sure.
That's only the 2nd ace of the season for Cullen, and it gives the Mustangs a set 2 victory, 26-24, and we are even at 1 set apiece in this battle of American powerhouses. Sam Erger calls the timeout with Rice leading SMU 24-22. Jams Wheeler with 16 kills on the day, 55 total attacks, the most of anyone on either team.
I think something about Jams Wheeler that people don't talk about is just that energy and the presence that she has on the court. She has a pretty calm and stoic presence, but when she's hot and she's looking into the eyes of her teammates, you can tell that there is just a sense of urgency, a sense of trust, and knowing that, hey, whatever situation that we're in, we can get ourselves out of it. We've trained for these kind of moments, and we're definitely not done fighting yet.
She visited the broadcast table last night after earning Player of the Match honors, 15 kills in SMU's 4-set win. Hit a 350 clip. Also picked up 14 digs in that one. Her 5th double-double on the season for the junior from Austin. There was a portion earlier in the year where she was being outmatched physically. She continued to grow, continued to evolve her game mid-season, and has been a dominant force ever since.
When you have players who are continuously getting better, you're not just maintaining throughout the season, you know that you're in a really good spot, especially when you have a record like theirs, a preseason schedule like theirs. Setting them up for tournament play later in December is going to help them out a lot.
Rice takes the 3rd set, and the Owls with a 2-1 advantage on the road. SMU won the front end of this back-to-back last night. Rice looking for the series split in Dallas, Texas. After the challenge, the point goes to SMU, and it is set points. Rice out of timeouts, that challenge serving a dual purpose, perhaps. 24-21, the Mustang lead. Rice trying to end this one in 4 sets, but will need to mount a big comeback. They still trail by 2.
And you know, a lot of the time you see teams when they're down on set point, they become more timid. They are not swinging as much or as hard, but I love that they took a big rip at the ball right there and trusting that they can go behind the service line and get a good block on the ball and play defense and try to close out this 2-point gap.
Portley can't get it over, and SMU takes set 4. We're heading to a 5th on the Hilltop, all even. Rice winning sets 1 and 3. SMU taking sets 2 and 4. Only fitting we go to a 5th in what's been an incredibly even weekend in Dallas.
Ready to go home, stay home during this 5th set.
14-8, the Mustang lead. Set 5. Uwave can't keep it alive. Big efforts. Remain at match point with Rice on service. The side out, and Kostelecki will have the honors. Kostelecki with the serve. Cohen to Clothier. Light touch. Another chance for Rice. Here's Beska. Off the scoreboard and over, which means the point goes to Rice. Had the ball stayed on the SMU side, the point could have continued.
Yep, you're exactly right. SMU thankfully made a large enough gap to give them a little bit of wiggle room here in the 5th set, but I know they're definitely looking to close it out now that the Owls have reached double digits.
14-10. Wheeler on the reception. Cohen to Clothier. In. Mustangs take it. They'll call a tip at the net. That is what gives the Mustangs the points. And SMU now 10-1 in the American.